Hey everyone, Romeo here, a fellow Spanish language learner. Let me ask you something. Did you ever study Spanish seriously for months, maybe even a year, made real progress, and then slowly stopped? Not because you hated it, not because you failed, but because something just didn't feel right? That was me. About 10 years ago, I decided I was going to learn Spanish on my own. I bought Madrigal's Magic Key to Spanish. I watched all 52 episodes of Destinos. I studied consistently for about a year. And I improved. I understood sentence structure better, and I wasn't guessing as much. If someone had tested me, I would have passed the basics. But what I remember more clearly than the progress was the gap. I would talk to bilingual coworkers and constantly feel aware of what I couldn't say. I would travel to Punta Cana and understand pieces of conversations, but miss the speed, the slang, and the natural rhythm. I felt like I was close, but not inside the language. And that feeling is dangerous because it creates this quiet thought. I've been studying for a year. Shouldn't I be better than this? And that's where the first shift happened for me. Discouragement. Not dramatic quitting, not throwing books away, just internal doubt. You compare effort to outcome, and the outcome doesn't feel proportional. So your study time shrinks. You skip a day, and then a week, and then a month, and eventually Spanish becomes something you used to study. Not because you weren't capable, but because you weren't sure if what you were doing was enough. But there was something else happening too, and this one was quieter. Even when I didn't fully quit, I didn't know what phase I was in. I would finish a book, finish a course, finish an app, and then sit there thinking, okay, now what? There was no defined next step. So I added something new. Pimsleur, Michelle Thomas, another app, another YouTube channel. And at that time, it felt responsible. It felt like I was upgrading. But underneath, that was just uncertainty. I didn't actually know what I needed. More grammar, more vocabulary, more listening, more speaking. So I just stacked. And stacking without structure created noise. And that noise slowly chipped away at clarity. I wasn't failing, but I also wasn't anchored. And when you're not anchored, it's easy to drift, even if you're improving. Looking back, I wasn't stuck because I chose the wrong first resource. I was stuck because I didn't understand the middle of the process. I expected year one to feel smoother. I expected confidence to arrive faster. And I expected progress to feel linear. But it's not. Year one feels unstable, incomplete, and feels like you know enough to see your weaknesses, but not enough to control them. And if no one tells you that's normal, you assume something is wrong. What I needed back then wasn't more talent, it wasn't more motivation, it was a longer runway. I needed to finish something completely. I needed to know what phase I was in and what came next so I wouldn't drift. And that's ultimately why I built 1 year to Spanish fluency 10 years later. Not because it promises perfection, but because it removes ambiguity. It gives you a closed system. You know what to do every day, and you know what phase you're in, and you know when you're done. It combines structured grammar work, contextual input through destinos, deliberate output drills, and vocabulary review. And most importantly, it forces completion. If you run a full 60-week cycle, something changes. You won't be perfect, but you wouldn't be confused either. You understand how Spanish is built. You have trained your output intentionally, and you will have recycled foundational material, measured hours invested, and you will know exactly where your remaining weaknesses are. That clarity is what most adults are missing and what I was missing 10 years ago. Not intelligence, not ability, clarity. Right now, many learners feel stuck because they don't know, is it my grammar? Is it my listening speed? Is it my vocabulary? Is it my hesitation? But after a structured cycle of 1 year to fluency, you will know. And once you know, your next move becomes strategic, not emotional. The goal of 1 year to fluency isn't to eliminate limitations, it's to eliminate confusion. Because once confusion is gone, progress becomes measurable. So here's the question I want to leave you with. If you were like me, at some point, stopped Spanish, but have never returned and have not yet returned, Did you actually fail at Spanish? Or did you just reach the uncomfortable middle and walk away too early? Anyway, I hope this video gave you something to think about and maybe motivated you to start your journey again. If it did, be sure to give this video a like. And until the next video, as always, good luck on your journey to building more functional, usable Spanish. Peace.